going to WrestleMania. The chains and steel of the Elimination Chamber await. 3 superstars from Raw, 3 from SmackDown, 1 golden opportunity.
The following is an Elimination Chamber Match. Making our way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, Iyo Sky.
There is multiple stories to follow between these 6 women competing inside the Elimination Chamber tonight. When you look at Friday Night SmackDown's Iyo Sky, you look at somebody who's been on the cusp of breaking out over the last 12 months on the blue brand. Iyo Sky has just been waiting to capitalize on that one opportunity. She competed for the inaugural Women's World Championship back at Survivor Series in November. It did not go the way of the Genius of the Sky. Tonight, a chance to rewrite history and make her way to the grandest stage of them all. But this woman looking to make her first appearance at the Show of Shows.
And her opponents, first from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
The former NXT Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton made her way to Monday Night Raw in the back half of 2023 and has recently just started to build some momentum for herself on the red brand. Tiffany Stratton turning away the prodigy of Roxanne Perez this past Monday night. Momentum on the side of the Buff Barbie. Is tonight truly going to be Tiffy time inside of the Elimination Chamber? And speaking of women on the cusp of breaking out on SmackDown.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez's star continues to rise. Over the last 2 weeks alone, she has turned away Zoe Stark, and this past Friday night, turned away one of the other women that compete inside this chamber, that being the EST of the WWE, Bianca Belair. Raquel Rodriguez was in the final 2 of that 4-woman elimination contest back in Madison Square Garden in the fall, where Shayna Baszler became the Women's World Champion. Raquel has been itching for another opportunity at the championship gold. Tonight could be the chance for Raquel to punch her ticket to WrestleMania in her home state of Texas. Imagine if Raquel can compete against the Queen of Spades. I'll tell you what, a lot of big egos and a lot of potential opportunities riding on the line between these 6 women.
And from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
There may be no one more focused and no one more hungry coming into the Elimination Chamber tonight than the EST, Bianca Belair. Bianca has stood toe-to-toe with Shayna Baszler not once, but twice, and even in the fight of her life, was not able to keep down the Queen of Spades. The first round was at Armageddon in December. The second was just a number of weeks ago at the Royal Rumble in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight could be Bianca's chance for a third go-around with Shayna, and possibly the third time could be a charm if Bianca Belair can take on Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania. And speaking of Becky Lynch, the man has come back around to the Elimination Chamber.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch walks down the aisle for the first time since Survivor Series in November. And the man is looking for, just as Bianca Belair is looking for, one more go-around with her brand's women's champion. Of course, there is a question surrounding who will be the WWE Women's Champion going into WrestleMania. Will it be the current champion, the Eradicator Rhea Ripley, or will it be the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka? We're going to find out later tonight here in Miami, Florida. Becky Lynch has squared off with both of those women two of her great rivalries of 2023. Could it be a WrestleMania 2023 rematch with Asuka at Mania? Or could it be another go-around with Rhea Ripley if the man can survive the steel and chains? And there is not one, but another former NXT Women's Champion in this prison tonight.
And from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Raquel Rodriguez, not the only one who's looking for a homecoming at WrestleMania. The prodigy, Roxanne Perez, could have the opportunity of a lifetime, the biggest opportunity of her young career, if she can somehow, some way, survive the Elimination Chamber and make her way to the show of shows. Well, two of Monday Night Raw's superstars going to start this matchup, Roxanne Perez and Becky Lynch. Raquel, Bianca, Tiffany, and Iyo Sky all inside the pods. And here we go, the bell has sounded. We are underway here at Elimination Chamber. If Roxanne Perez, Becky Lynch, or Tiffany Stratton win this matchup, they will challenge for the WWE Women's Championship of Monday Night Raw at WrestleMania. If Raquel Rodriguez, Bianca Belair, or Iyo Sky come out on top, they await the Women's World Champion of SmackDown, Shayna Baszler, at the show of shows. All remains to be seen who is going to be the last woman standing inside of this structure tonight. When you want to talk about favorites, you got to look at the man Becky Lynch, who 12 months ago won her #1 contendership for last year's WrestleMania inside this very structure of the Elimination Chamber, last eliminating Bianca Belair. Could Becky Lynch go back-to-back here tonight in Miami, Florida? Well, let's find out who's going to join the party. Third entrant in the Elimination Chamber. It is going to be SmackDown's Raquel Rodriguez. Red hot as of late on the blue brand. Will that momentum continue here tonight? Well, Becky Lynch, other plans, tying up Roxanne Perez with the submission hold right now. Could have our first elimination early. Perez trying to battle out. Gotta wonder what's going through the mind of the young prodigy. Roxanne Perez coming up short against Tiffany Stratton on Monday Night Raw this past week, but cannot let that loss loom in her mind. You gotta have short-term memory if we can get it out in this business, especially on nights like tonight when the opportunity is higher than ever. Becky Lynch and Raquel going at it. It's a one-on-one matchup we'd love to see down the line. And in our promotional fight, we're getting in the middle of this chamber as another entry is on our way. Who will join Satan's prison? It'll be Monday Night Raw's Buff Barbie, Tiffany Stratton. The Monday Night Raw superstars all in the fray now. Two from SmackDown remain, and the SmackDown woman getting kicked out over the top rope down to the ground of the Elimination Chamber. There's a Raw party inside of the ring. Roxanne Perez taking the fight to Tiffany Stratton, two former NXT Women's Champions. There's Iyo Sky, Raquel Rodriguez have held that same championship gold back in their time in the black and gold brand, but tonight, chances bigger than ever as Raquel back inside the ring. Spinebuster on Becky, not just yet. Roxanne Perez taking the fight to Tiffany Stratton. I think Perez looking to get back at Tiffany for that loss on Monday Night Raw. As Raquel to another cover as we're about to get the 5th participant entered inside of this Elimination Chamber. Oh, and it's going to be the EST, Bianca Belair. Wait a minute, keep your eyes on Tiffany Stratton, who has climbed the pod and just cross-bodied the lower back of Roxanne Perez. And she's out of here. Roxanne Perez, first casualty of the match by hands of Raw's Tiffany Stratton. Well, Roxanne Perez coming up short to the Buff Barbie not once but twice this week. First one in and first one out. Roxanne Perez eliminated off that certainly risk taken by Tiffany Stratton. So we're now down to 4 competing inside the chamber, but it's about to be 5 as Iyo Sky will be your final entry. Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch going at it inside of the ring. Remember, as we mentioned, those two women were the final 2 in last year's Elimination Chamber. One that was won by the man Becky Lynch. Iyo Sky entering the fray, not welcome to the party in a very mannerous way as Tiffany Stratton brings the fight to her immediately. And there is so much action to keep up with inside of these Elimination Chamber matches. Chaos inside and outside of the ring, and danger looming at every corner. You really gotta do your best to watch your back in this matchup. Try to have eyes in the back of your head as Becky Lynch laying out Bianca Belair. Massive slam that time. And the EST still into it. Iyo Sky taking down Tiffany Stratton on the outside. Raquel and Iyo, they've had some battles in the past on Friday Night SmackDown. Back in action with each other tonight. 2 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown remain as Tiffany Stratton face first, a meeting with the steel chains. Contact with the Elimination Chamber is not going to go well as this matchup reaches later rounds. The human flesh not meant to come in contact with that cold, hard chain, but nonetheless, this is the Elimination Chamber and the match rolls on. Becky Lynch, Iyo Sky in a promotional battle, just like Raquel and Tiffany at ringside. Gotta wonder, Bianca Belair, as we mentioned as she was walking down the aisle, possibly the hungriest woman coming into this matchup. Could be looking at Raquel Rodriguez as her biggest threat after that matchup this past Friday night on SmackDown. Becky Lynch scaling the top rope. What has she got in mind? Iyo Sky, all kinds of dazed and a big-time forearm by the man. Already one casualty in this matchup. Roxanne Perez started the thing, and of course, may not have been coming in 100% after that battle with Tiffany Stratton on Raw. Stratton taking advantage, the dive off the pod, and Stratton eliminated Roxanne Perez and maybe on the verge of eliminating Raquel Rodriguez. Into the ropes she goes. Raquel just powering through Stratton. That time it delivers a big boot. But watch your back as here comes the man, and here comes the EST as well. Well, could be seeing a little double team action. Bianca and Becky, little wheelbarrow, taking down Raquel. Strange alliances formed in the middle of the Elimination Chamber. A trip to Satan's prison is what these 6 women were entering tonight, but a trip to the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania, is what they could be leaving with. Gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Shayna Baszler from SmackDown, Rhea Ripley, and even Asuka from Monday Night Raw, as the question looms, who will be the WWE Women's Champion heading in to the show of shows. Looking at all these potential challengers and some of the matchups we could see. Iyo, Raquel, Bianca, all looking to step inside of the ring with the Queen of Spades at WrestleMania. Becky, who has waged war with both Asuka and Rhea Ripley last year on multiple occasions, could be looking for another go-around. What about Tiffany Stratton, who has been in the ring with both Rhea and Asuka as well on Monday Night Raw? Obviously shortcomings for her. Could be a breakout moment at the grandest stage of them all. Another elimination that time, not just yet. Imagine if Tiffany Stratton starts to rake up those eliminations. Be a breakout performance for the Buff Barbie. Wait a minute, sidewalk slam. Referee's a little out of position. Iyo Sky gonna survive. And another counter, or I should say another pinfall attempt. And another kick out. And these women gonna have to do more damage. This is one of the nights of very few throughout the WWE calendar year that you're going to push yourself past your limits. Go big or go home. Everything rides on the line. Championship opportunities don't come around every day, and especially championship opportunities at WrestleMania sometimes only come around once in a lifetime for some of these women. Oh, wait a minute. Becky Lynch, dead center of the canvas, disarmer in on Tiffany Stratton. Oh, but look at, you got to give credit credit's due. The buff Barbie, tough as nails. Tough Tiffany, we better call her after tonight. Getting out of that disarmor by Becky Lynch. I'll tell you what, we were talking about a breakout performance for Stratton. It may be a breakout performance for Tiffany, win or lose tonight. Already elimination under her belt, and she is surviving with some of the best in the business today. Former NXT Women's Champion, don't knock her efforts. There's another interpromotional battle kicks off between Raquel and Becky. Nice fall-away neck breaker into the cover on the man. But Becky Lynch is still alive. And a lot of elimination attempts, but hasn't been a casualty in a couple of minutes. Roxanne Perez is the first one to hit the showers. Right now, 5 women are still duking it out. Another pinfall attempt to no avail. Seen a lot of just strict wrestling between these 5 women. As we said earlier, I mean, the chains of this Elimination Chamber, they ain't meant to come in contact with human flesh, but it's certainly welcomed in this kind of a matchup. And hold that thought, because Raquel Rodriguez sending Becky for an amusement park ride off that neck breaker. Becky kicks out, but damage certainly done. And Raquel's got her eyes locked. Could be looking for a Tahana bomb on the man. She's out of here.
Becky Lynch has been eliminated.
Becky Lynch is gone. The return of the ring for the man, unfortunately, does not go her way. Raquel Rodriguez off the neck breaker, followed by the Tahana bomb, our second casualty inside Satan's prison. Once again, credit where credit's due. Tiffany Stratton, the only Raw superstar still left standing inside of the Elimination Chamber. Imagine if Tiffany Stratton can come alive here, outlast Raquel, Bianca, Iyo Sky, and make her way to challenge either Asuka or Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. We'll be making headlines on WWE.com tomorrow, I assure you. All 4 women inside of the squared circle as the fatal 5-way becomes a fatal 4-way inside of Satan's prison. Raquel and Bianca picking up where they left off 48 hours ago in Tampa Bay. Bianca with the counter. Tiffany Stratton gonna intervene. Oh man, look at this. The casualties between these 4 women. Bodies being thrown left and right. Tiffany Stratton laying out Bianca Belair with her own KOD finishing maneuver. You gotta come into this type of matchup with all kinds of different game plans. Unfortunately for the buff Barbie, it does not work out. Stratton thought she had the EST, but Bianca, tough as nails, still into this fight. Well, Stratton going after anybody moving right now. Yeah, we dubbed Bianca the hungriest in this matchup. It may be Tiffany Stratton, ready for her breakout performance, ready for the spotlight. Is the superstar in the making. Great strength there to muscle up Raquel Rodriguez as Iyo Sky and Bianca going at it in the far back corner. Oh man, look at Raquel sent over the top rope by Stratton. Tiffany's ruling the ring right now. We said it while she was walking down the aisle. It rings true once again. This very well may be Tiffy time here in South Beach. Bianca Belair with other plans in mind. Face first goes Stratton, not just yet. And who is going to get the next elimination in this matchup? Who is going to be the last woman standing? It's Raquel Rodriguez and Iyo Sky using that pot as a weapon. My goodness. Iyo Sky might have a broken nose after that collision with that steel beam. Raquel and Iyo waging war at ringside, if you even want to call it ringside, just the outside of the ring inside the chamber. Bianca and Tiffany going at it in between the ropes. It's squared off in one-on-one matches for now. Anything can happen inside this dangerous Satan's prison. Pain and destruction promised inside the confines of this steel. Into the chains goes Iyo Sky. Raquel Rodriguez came to Miami with a point to prove tonight, and she isn't going to let anybody, including the Genius of the Sky, ruin it, but that could be what's exactly about to happen, not just yet. Man, what a matchup inside the Elimination Chamber tonight. The Women's World Champion Shayna Baszler from SmackDown's got to be looking on, looking at 3 potential challengers. Tiffany Stratton, the last superstar from Monday Night Raw, looking to hang in there and square off with either the Empress or the Eradicator in Dallas, Texas. And you notice how the eliminations has been a little bit far between in this match. Just a testament to the toughness of all 4 of these women. Wait a minute, Raquel Rodriguez, Raquel spearing Iyo Sky right through the pod. Miami, Florida coming unglued as Raquel throwing Iyo Sky's body into the caution of the wind. And Iyo may be out for good. Dragging her carcass away from the battlefield. Will it be an elimination? Somehow Iyo Sky is still alive. It's a damn shame all of these women can't be lined up for championship opportunities, because they all certainly deserve it after this performance, but only one can make their way to WrestleMania. Raquel Rodriguez, she could have got banged up on that maneuver as well, spearing Iyo Sky right through the pod. That is bulletproof glass that those 2 women just broke through inside the Elimination Chamber. No mercy, no remorse. Bianca into the cover on Tiffany Stratton. Stratton's still in it. And you gotta wonder what's gonna be the exclamation point on an elimination in this matchup. All 4 of these women are leaving everything in the kitchen sink inside of that ring. Couple of power moves from Bianca and Raquel that time as they are really dominating the canvas. Bianca muscling up. Tiffany could be going for the combination. This could be an elimination coming up soon. Bianca stacking the offense. Tiffany Stratton may be in trouble here as the EST all kinds of fired up in South Beach. Oh, Bianca turning her sights to Iyo Sky. I might not necessarily agree with that. Tiffany Stratton looked to be prone for elimination. Nonetheless, the EST turns her sights to the Genius of the Sky into the cover. And Iyo is still in it. Oh, wait a minute. Another pinfall attempt. Tiffany's still in it. Roxanne Perez was the first elimination. Becky Lynch was the second. Tiffany Stratton looking to send Raquel back to the locker room. Off the victory roll. Raquel's still alive. Man, what a matchup here tonight. Lone Depot Park, Miami, Florida. The road to WrestleMania. Hot and heavy. Iyo down and out. Raquel Rodriguez may smell blood in the water. Has got the Genius of the Sky on the top. Going for an elevated DDT. Meanwhile, Bianca Belair off the 450 to Tiffany Stratton. She's out of here. Tiffany Stratton's gone. All 3 women from Monday Night Raw have been eliminated. We are down to SmackDown Superstars, who is going to challenge for the Women's World Championship and take on Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania. We are down to 3. Bianca Belair eliminating Tiffany Stratton from the matchup. We are down to Bianca, Raquel, who are picking up right where they left off on Friday night, as well as the Genius of the Sky. Raquel, eyes locked on Bianca, could be going for a Tejana Bomb. Bianca Belair still alive. The move that put her away in Tampa 48 hours ago will not be the exclamation point on her championship desires tonight. Iyo Sky scaling the ropes. Raquel Rodriguez getting out of dodge. Raquel, I think, knew that Iyo was going for that huge moonsault. The over-the-moon salt. Got out of dodge, but unfortunately for her, Bianca and Iyo are on her tail. Iyo Sky, as these SmackDown women duke it out, a crossface in. Raquel Rodriguez could easily be tapped down on the outside of the squared circle. Anything goes, falls count anywhere in the Elimination Chamber. Raquel, small package on Sky. Not just yet. It has come down to the SmackDown Superstars. We will know our Women's World Championship match for WrestleMania the next time we hear a bell. Bianca Belair has a chance to run it back for a third time with the Queen of Spades. The third time could be a charm. Iyo Sky and Shayna Baszler, plenty of battles in their past. Raquel has still been looking to settle the score with Shayna since Survivor Series. But what story is going to be written as Bianca Belair muscles up Iyo Sky? And that's got to do it. How much more offense can she sustain?
Iyo Sky has been eliminated.
Iyo Sky gone by Bianca. We are down to two women. Bianca Belair, Raquel Rodriguez, back where we were 48 hours ago in Tampa Bay on Friday Night SmackDown. And Raquel going right for the kill. The big boot on the EST. Bianca Belair looking worse for wear as Raquel, like a shark that smells blood in the water, looking to seize the opportunity. Man, what an Elimination Chamber matchup this has been. Who is going to WrestleMania? Raquel Rodriguez in firm control in this Elimination Chamber contest. Bianca down and out. Raquel Rodriguez sending Bianca into the corner. Two eliminations for the EST. Tiffany, Stratton, as well as Iyo Sky. Raquel eliminated Becky Lynch. Who's going to get that final 1, 2, 3? Nice reversal by Raquel, leads to the elbow. Raquel Rodriguez instituted that Tahana bomb a few minutes ago on Bianca Belair. Bianca was able to kick out. You gotta wonder if Raquel's racking her brain for another answer on how to defeat Bianca Belair. Now, wait a minute. Look at this, going for a gory special. Submission hold on Bianca Belair. Raquel tapping into her roots. Submission inside of the Elimination Chamber. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Pain being inflicted. Bianca taps out. Bianca Belair forced to give up on her road to WrestleMania, and Raquel Rodriguez has punched her ticket to Dallas, Texas. What an Elimination Chamber matchup. 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown entered, but only one can stake their claim as a #1 contender.
Here is your winner, Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel has scratched and clawed on Friday nights to obtain this opportunity, and the woman who took away her championship desires at Survivor Series will now be the woman she stands across from March 2nd or 3rd in Dallas, Texas at WrestleMania. The Women's World title up for grabs. Shayna Baszler will defend against Raquel Rodriguez. It is every superstar's dream of headlining the biggest event of the year, WrestleMania. And for many, this may be the final chance to capture that dream. On Sunday night, February the 9th, the unforgiving steel, the miles of chain, the structure known as Satan's prison is back. The city of Toronto and the eyes watching around the world will bear witness to one of the most grueling nights on the WWE calendar. If survival is the only option, then these men and women will scratch and claw, hoping to be the final being left standing and one step closer to immortality. Sunday, February 9th, Noah Nation Gaming channel memberships proudly present the Elimination Chamber.